nuts hesitant, scared to go outside. And this comes without criticism to any black man's pride. It's a consistent price to pay to sojourn in this nation. I seen a cop shoot a nigga over a seatbelt violation. The physical abuse creates mental degradation. But when one seeks the truth, a different route is taken. The spirit, mind, and soul become awakened. The unclean yet not forsaken, still breaking jaws and sternums. The quick learners can't escape the burner. In fact, get that ass beat like Tina Turner. It's a horrible thought getting popped in the spot, and it's hot sinning. Your last thought had you grinning, talking about winning, but you were sinking through your skull right from the beginning. Fucking with God's children, there's no end to the killing. I saw my boy in the baby, there's like you can make when they say why doesn't make I feel the blood for my boy in the baby. The Lord is my shepherd and I shall lack one thing. I saw my boy in the baby, because my wages of sin is death.
Kodak Black got pardoned out of jail because he was. Remember he got pardoned,
from
Trump.
yeah.
Do you think
He paid $2 million for that.
He himself paid $2 million for that?
Yeah, Trump said that everybody that I think they broke that shit down. They said everybody that he made like some, I don't know the number. You could probably look it up on Google if you wanted to fact check it. But it was some 140 something mil or some 150 mil or something.
He was doing
yeah,
the
so when he rode the pardons, and it was like $2 million a pardon.
That's a smart motherfucker, man. He was getting that bread.
Bruh, he was gonna try to get everything he could on the way out.
Straight
vaccine and everything.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to get everything he could on the way out.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
I mean, it was the president. Look, that seat was a tremendous business opportunity for him.
Facts.
He took it.
Facts.
Can't blame him for that.
Facts.
Shit, and I can't. At first, I was like, I was hot on the Trump thing. Then I started really listening to him. And like I really miss him in office because he was funny as fuck.
The
shit he would say, bro.
That's some shit I would say.
He would say some crazy ass shit like kung flu.
Hey, listen, he's a sucker. He's a liar. He's a pedophile. He's a chump. She's a. Listen, we doing this and we ain't doing that.
Right.
Straight like that.
Kung flu.
Yeah. It's just the world wasn't ready for that type of president, man.
Bro, that shit was hilarious. Saturday Night Live, every fucking press conference.
They came up with every fucking.
It was Saturday Night Live.
They came up every curveball to kind of like.
The only thing he didn't say was "you're fired." If he'd have said that shit in the office, I'd have waited for somebody to say,
"The
cut."
funniest shit was
cut.
Yeah.
But he didn't say that. He never said "you're."
Yeah. The funniest shit I see him do was on CNN. Like, no, fake news.
Yeah.
Like, on your fake news. No, you're done. We're not answering that. He going there and just control the room. I'm like, yo, this dude is shot out.
That's hilarious. But see, but again, that was a business. That was all a business opportunity.
His biggest curveball was the racial card they put on it.
Yeah.
To make it seem like he wasn't for black people.
But he shouldn't have played into it though.
He played into it. That was his downfall. Cause that was the only thing that kind of like.
He should have never patronized that shit. He should have never did it. He should have never did it. Just like Joe Biden should have never did it. With the you ain't black. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Yeah. He got some questionable quotes that he been saying.
Brad, you ever read about this shit in the 70s?
No.
Nigga, look up Joe Biden when he was in the Senate in the 70s, about when he had that speech about not having his kids go to a integrated school because the blacks and shit was out, like they was out of control and they're not taught to be any different. There was a lot of truth to it, but it was still I don't want my kids fucking with them Negroes.
Facts.
He said they're not. He said they don't know to be any different. They're not taught to be any different. They ain't gonna do nothing but fuck up. I don't want to integrate my kids and shit with that. Yeah, in the 70s, that nigga. Bruh, Sleepy Joe was on that shit. That's why I was like, how the fuck?
People accepted him because I was Obama's boy.
I was like, how the fuck? Right.
Oh, he got it off of Obama's back.
How the fuck he get there?
Because off of Obama's back.
He never retracted none of that shit and changed his mind.
Yeah.
He never said, oh, I should have never said that shit. Nah.
Yeah.
It's just like our VP.
And he out there eating chicken with hot sauce on it. Like, oh yeah.
It's like our VP was known for locking more niggas up than slavery itself.
Yeah, I didn't know that till later.
And she ain't said a word. She's sitting here like it's crickets. And everybody been on her, especially with Jackie Lacey. Jackie Lacey tried to copy it. And they ran Jackie Lacey's ass out. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And so now they got this other dude in here, man, And you know, he's beefing with the sheriff. The sheriff talking about how he saw. But all this shit with Kamala Harris and Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton and the super predator thing and all that bullshit, bro.
All that.
And the whole prison industry complex and the 3 strikes law and all the private industry and all that shit. Them niggas made billions.
Bro, them niggas, like, some jails get like $1,500 a day for inmates.
Bro, billions.
A day.
They were suing. They had companies that were suing certain states because they said you're not housing us with prisoners. So you done had us build these contracts. You done gave us these contracts, had to spend our money to make these prisons and get guards, and you ain't giving us no prisoners.
Just keep it
You owe us some money.
Or
We're
send us some
suing the
people.
states for that. Because that was private industry that was doing that shit. We want our money back. Right? So,
Feed
bro.
them dog food, all types of shit.
Bro, and all it did was, and how long did it take for the people to get a hold to it, for it to become a massive household, prison industry complex to become a massive household name was like what? 20? No, because since Clinton and them was in office, like maybe it happened right before Clinton and them got in office. He started shaping it in like the 90s, early 90s, 89 or so. They started shaping it into place.
Yeah.
90s came along, then super predator kicks in, reason to go hunt blacks and fill up these jails because we got it cranking now. Machine's ready to go.
Right.
Feed the machine.
Right.
All right, let's get them in. Let's start moving them in.
Yeah.
And that shit happened, you know, with the whole gangbanging and drug thing.
Yeah. True.
Right? So
True.
boom, they start moving them in and they start filling it up. Now what? Since then, here we are, 2000 what? 2020. 19, everybody knows about it. We got to stop them, break them up. California said we ain't doing it no more. We're getting rid of all the private industry prisons. State's gonna take that money back now.
Your shit back.
Didn't work. the cash cow's over. We reaped all we can. Everybody knows now. State gonna take it all back now. Okay, you motherfuckers gotta go. We breaking down all private prisons. We're not doing it no more. We love black people. BLM, yay.
All that
They didn't get the money back.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris is in office like, she got dollar bills stuffed in her mouth. You better not say nothing.
What Hitler say?
I don't know what Hitler said.
Hitler said.
What the hell? We go from Kamala Harris to Hitler.
No, because it ties into the same thing.
Hitler say about what? Propaganda?
No, about black people.
Oh, I don't know.
He said something about America. America is one day America is gonna have to face what they did because they got God's children, which is black people. Like yo, they got black people over there. They got God's children.
Yeah.
They are going to have to face what they did to those people, or they it was either like they were gonna always be blessed because they have God's kids. So that city, that whole country is always gonna be.
A lot of them believe that's what colonialism was about.
Because he like, yo, they got God's. He said something. We gotta Google it, but Hitler said a quote about black people being what they had to go through, enchainment, slaves, all that shit when they came to America. He said something about that. But
I heard about
that.
that.
He said, yo, they have the original God's people. Whether he said Hebrew or Jews or they have the God's kids. So either they gonna have to face up to what they did to them, or they're always gonna be a fortunate country because they have the right people there.
Yeah. That's what they say.
So the new slave is going to jail. You know what I mean? Calling niggas criminals and all that. They don't say nigga no more as
the
criminals.
thing is, it's not even the new slave because slavery has never been off the books in this country. When you break a law, you go to jail.
Right.
You awarded slave, bruh. You were an
Right.
awarded slave.
Right.
It's just not politically correct to call you a slave, so they call you a convict.
That's what I'm saying. Criminal convict.
You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
changed the
Super
name
predator.
of it. But it's the same shit they did with bitches on the street. They don't call them streetwalkers. They call them prostitutes. Don't call them a whore. Call her a prostitute.
And you can't say
Call
gay
her
no
a
more.
girl. Yeah, I can say gay.
You can't say it no more. That's the law. You ain't allowed to say that shit. It's a derogatory.
fuck?
Yeah, they about to.
So you used to be happy.
You gotta call them he, she, her, all that. You can't say gay no more.
Man.
They got more
Nigga,
laws
you
than black
gay.
people.
You gay. Huh?
They got more laws than black people.
Of course. Always gonna have more laws on black people.
Crazy.
'Cause we keep functioning more than they do. We function at a faster rate than they do. So that's why they always keep trying to push us back more. 'Cause then when we catch up, boom, we start taking. Oh, okay, cut it.
By the time you reach
know what
a
I'm
million,
saying?
they gotta have 100 million. By the time you reach $1 million, they gotta have 100
By
million.
the time we reach $1 million, they won't even be using money. They'll be on some other kind of fucking currency that we got to catch up to.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what, bro. The whole COVID, man, they're changing the economy now.
Right.
That's why everybody's going to crypto.
Right.
And that's a market that's everybody that so many people can get in.
You think America is going to like go bankrupt and somebody going to buy us out, take over, or are they just going to change the whole formula?
No, I think
every certain amount of years, the money changes. It went from fucking rocks to fucking coins to gold to.
What the fuck is that going on?
Fireworks. I think baseball.
The hell is baseball?
MLB. Yeah, I see some MLB games going on.
Oh, it's probably
game
concert or some shit. Anyway, no. When you say about them changing, you saying about them changing?
Money always changes and shit.
Yeah. What they're doing now is everything's going digital, but this whole cryptocurrency market, the government's talking about now taxing and regulating. And once they get into it, the market's closed now. It's gonna get into a regulated state.
Right.
You made all the money you could. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like how they did with the marijuana growers. You got 1 year, grow your crops. Then after that, it's open market. So you got this a certain time where you can monopolize this, lock it down and hold it down, and then after that, we're gonna let everybody else in. What the fuck you think that is?
So is there ever gonna be a fall of an empire with America? Like every empire had they run and then it was washed. You think America?
The only thing that changes an empire is a revolution. Revolutions are never ever fought politically or through protest. There has to be bloodshed. So if there's no bloodshed, then why change?
True.
If you ain't willing to kill over the conditions that you're in, then what are you complaining about? See what I'm saying? Because those that wanted to change the conditions that they were in took up arms and started killing folks. Why? Because they did not like the conditions they were in. They took upon a physical nature to do it. Right now, America.
The Roman Empire fell apart over. The Roman Empire fell apart over political shit though.
I think it was Cleopatra with Mark Antony and I think it was Octavia.
Yeah. What was that book?
But they split the empire.
Yeah.
Because of her, and then the Holy Roman Empire. You know, that's the Vatican and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
The Byzantine Empire, that's Turkey and all that shit.
Yeah. True.
So they split them, and each country went in, they started their own countries, but they're still Romans.
Okay.
Still Rome. So I mean that's the remnant of Rome. There's still the remnant of Rome. Rome still that was all Rome. That whole area. They ran all that shit. And then Cleopatra came and was like, I'm fucking you and I'm fucking you, and broke all that shit up. That's that black pussy, boy. That shit does wonders.
Cleopatra was black?
Yeah, she's Egyptian.
Oh shit.
Egypt, Egypt be fucking everybody up. Nefertiti, Cleopatra. They get to Egypt and lose their mind. I want to go to Egypt.
You like one of them.
I want to see.
Like, welcome home. They gonna see.
That's why I be stuck in the hookah bars, bro. I want to see.
Everybody, welcome home, brother.
They told us Cleopatra looked like Elizabeth Taylor. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Funny as hell.
I want to see the real one. I want to see.
Damn, that's crazy.
But she must have been something ridiculously fine because she broke that shit in half. In half.